What up everyone, it's your man Xmanny87 here, bringing you another Marvel Legends video, and what I have for you today is the Marvel Legends Avengers Wave Controller Build-A-Figure Series, Blue Marvel and Speedball Speedrun Review in about 5 minutes or so. Let's go! Quick character review here of Adam Brashear, aka Blue Marvel. When Adam discovered his superpowers, he fashioned a secret identity with which to protect his country and became Blue Marvel. He served as a hero for years and was one of the most popular heroes of his time. Adam was pressured by the government to retire because of how much power he had and for being black, which made some other black superheroes feel some sort of way towards him just by giving up like that. He was forced out of retirement to face his greatest foe and former best friend, Ant-Man. Blue Marvel's powers are a result of being mutated by radiation generated from the then unstable event horizon to the negative zone. His powers make him a force to be reckoned with, being one of the strongest and smartest beings in the universe. With antimatter manipulation and an array of concussive blasts, bolts, etc., he is considered to be an alpha-level threat by Captain America and Tony Stark. We get a great head sculpt here, but it's missing the gray streak of hair, which is a massive fail on Hasbro's part, not capturing the look of the character. He just looks like T'Challa to me. And whoa, look at that! Speaking of T'Challa, it'll definitely serve as a great comic T'Challa head. Holy crap, this is amazing. He's got a little side eye going on there, which is kind of bugging me, but the intense expression, the intense stare down I feel like this figure is giving me from this face sculpt is absolutely beautiful. I just wish they painted the gray hair streaks. Oh, that would have made the world difference. That would have been Blue Marvel to me. And for the rest of the body, they gave him the body that we always see them give Magneto, with some new few added layers. So we get a new jacket vest right here, which looks pretty cool. You get some white patches that are painted on the vest, and you do get some nice sculpting and stitching around, some buttons. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. And we get a new layered belt piece with a M painted in silver right there. He's pretty much in a blue plastic molding, and we have the arms that are in a very dark blue painted in white. So you get the nice M streaking all the way down to his gloves. Also nice paintwork at the chest as well. And he comes with combat boots that we've seen on the all-new, all-different Daredevil. Not covering articulation for this guy. We've seen this body mold 1,000 times and how it works, so we'll just get straight into the accessories. He comes with the same played-out flame effects we've seen over and over again, this time in blue. This has become the Bucky cap of accessories. And lastly, he comes with a gripping hand for the right and a relaxed hand for the left. I'm giving Blue Marvel a final rating of 7 out of 10. Quick review on Speedball. Robbie Baldwin, aka Speedball, is one of the founding members of the New Warriors, a team of superpowered teens originally formed by Night Thrasher until they inadvertently started the Civil War. After being given kinetic energy-based powers in a laboratory accident, Robbie Baldwin became the hero Speedball. He blamed himself for the Stamford tragedy and briefly remodeled himself as penance. Returning to the Speedball alias, he continues to atone for his past while trying to restart the New Warriors. Robbie Baldwin's exposure to energy from a dimension of kinetic energy gave him the superhuman ability to create a kinetic field of unknown energy around himself, which absorbs all kinetic energy directed against him, what he originally called the Speedball effect. This absorption can vary from resisting the effects of physical objects such as bricks and rocks to resisting that of energy and fire, and even explosions. Within his kinetic field, it is nearly impossible for him to be hurt, and he instead bounces harmlessly from object to object with no loss or transference of momentum. The best thing about this figure is the highly detailed paint apps and the face sculpt. Love how the translucent yellow goggles came out and making his eyes look big and bubbly. Really looks like Jake Gyllenhaal in there, right? It does to me. The smirk is perfect for the character, and the dry brushing on the hair is superb. Every Marvel Legends hair should be this detailed, and the paint on this is just absolutely stunning. It continues on his gloves and the belt all around. They didn't even miss a spot. And as well as his boots. Wow, this is lovely details. Now, Speedball to me is someone who's supposed to be superposable, and maybe he should have been on the retro Spider-Man body, but even then, that would be too tall for him. This is too tall for me. I would have preferred him to be on the team body for scaling, because then when I put him next to Silver Surfer, you know, Silver Surfer is supposed to be 6'6", and he's taller than Silver Surfer, so this is one of my issues right here. They need to come up with a body mold for those characters that are 6'6", ripped and lean, like a Silver Surfer and Fire Lord, so that you know, they can stand taller to someone next to Speedball. Speedball is only about, what, 5'6", maybe. He's a little bit taller in his Speedball form, but still. Unfortunately, this figure fails because he doesn't have any accessories. What the hell? After all, his powers is in his name, Speedball. So thankfully, Cannabeams.com was able to make the Speedball effects for the character, and this was a saving grace for me. I'll have a link in the description below. Speedball gets a half-ass score of 5 out of 10. Now for some quick comparisons, here is Blue Marvel next to Monica Rambeau, aka Spectrum. And lastly, here is Speedball with the rest of the new warriors that we got so far in Legends, Night Thrasher, Nova, Rage, and Firestar. That was my speedrun review in about 5 minutes or so. Now let's wrap it up. I wonder if these two were a tag team, if their team name would be Blue Balls. Anyway, I think these two figures are a good example of how they can make something vanilla look nice, but not following up with the right flavors. The gray paint not added on Blue Marvel's head really just makes it look like T'Challa is cosplaying Blue Marvel. I'm sure someone will comment that I can always paint the hair in gray, which is true, but my reviews are not based off criticizing on what I should do, it's what Hasbro should have done here. I don't make the figure. I gave him an average score of 7 because he's not below average, and he's certainly not above average, just average. He'll be going in my Avengers display. I like the Blue Marvel character. The version I preferred though is the costume with the white cape, but I still like this one. Speedball disappoints me because of not just how tall he is, but no accessories to complement his name. It's imperative for Hasbro to provide such accessories for characters like this. Remember Siren? Another figure this year that also didn't have an accessory to complement her name for her power set. I gave that figure a 5 out of 10, which is the same I'm giving Speedball here. When a figure is half-assed like that, I will give it a half score because that's the effort they put in. For his height concern, looking back at it now, the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man would have been the perfect mold for him with that double diaphragm joint for some extra posability. A damn shame, because they showed up with great paintwork, but absent on everything else. He'll be added in my Marvel Knights shelf where I have my new warriors on display with my other street level heroes. These new warriors have been spread out in random waves or offerings. Hopefully we'll get the rest of the new warriors like Nemorita and Justice in some sort of multi-pack to complete the team already in one shot. Thanks for watching. As always, leave a like, comment, let's chat about it, share and subscribe if you're new. See you on the next review. Peace.